my dream job, I want to be an event manager. I'm studying event management here at HPU, and I'm really excited to share what I've learned. I'm researching 3 jobs that potentially could be opportunities for me in the future. I also had the great opportunity to interview one of my favorite professors here on campus. She is an event management professor, and she actually has a lot of experience in the hospitality and event management field, and I really took what she told me to heart. So here's the first one, is meeting, convention, and event planning. And so the knowledge required is customer and personal service, of course, with your interactions with people every day, whether it's your teammate or your client, and the English language, which I thought was kind of funny, and communications and media. So especially with our world changing so much today, with meetings being virtual and even classes being virtual, it's been a big part of our world today, communications and media. And administration and management, that's of course a big part of planning events. And so education required, 41% said that bachelor's degree was needed for this position, and the median wages as of 2020 were about $25 hourly, and then $51,000 annually. So for the next one I'll be talking about is a lodging manager. This is to do with hotel management, and so especially with the amount of people traveling now that COVID's kind of settling down, they have been traveling to the islands and everything like that, so that gives me a lot of opportunities. There's so many hotels around the world that would be a great opportunity for me to work at. And so for knowledge required, it's kind of similar to the last one. We're still in event management, so management and administration, the English language again, and personal and human resources. So for customer and personal services, it's again interactions between clients, residents of staying the night, and your coworkers. So, and also for this one, mathematics, because of budget, room stay amounts, everything like that. You have to plan that out in advance. If there's a large group of people coming and they need this specific amount of rooms, that affects budgets in many ways. So for the education required, 72% say that a bachelor's degree is needed. And for the median wage as of 2020 is it's a little bit higher than the last one, so it's about $27 hourly and $56,000 annually. So for the next one, this is my favorite one and the one that I'm hoping to get into as a future career. This is general and operational managers. So the knowledge required is administration and management, of course, and customer and personal service, again, interacting with attendees and your coworkers. You need to have good communication, and so then there's also personal and human resources, and English language again, and mathematics. So that's also ticket prices, everything like that. You have to plan that all out in advance. How much stage equipment is going to cost, all that. And this one is a big one for me because I've loved attending concerts in the past, and attending a concert is not the same as putting on and setting up for the concert, but I really think I would enjoy this a lot. And even sporting events, maybe going to sporting events, that would be a great opportunity. I don't take part in sports, but I love attending, so I'd really enjoy working with others to put on an event and see the joy on people's faces when they're lighting up, when the concert's going, they're singing the songs, or even when they're yelling the players' names out on the baseball field. So for the education required for this one is 29% said a bachelor's degree is needed. Some say some of college and no degree, and then some say just a high school diploma. But as again, I'm going to be graduating from High Point hopefully next May, and so I'll have a bachelor's degree at least. And for the median wages as of 2020, so this one's a little bit higher, and it's about $50 hourly and $103,000 annually. So this is Dr. Wee. She was a sales manager and is responsible for performing anything related to sales for all conventions, weddings, boutiques, banquets, social events, anything like that. And she just doesn't work locally. She also works statewide events, national events, and she provides guidance for meeting planners and that need assistance. And so for her background, she started off in college with a hospitality degree, and she just went where the work took her. And she went from a desk job up to a event sales position. Sorry. And so her greatest accomplishment, professional accomplishment, was working with the SAP technology. It's a huge, large-scale event, and she was doing that for several years. She was bringing entertainers into the venue. She talked about it, her face lit up. And I was really excited to hear that, because even if I'm working in conventions, I'm also able to work with entertainers, bringing them into the conventions, maybe even just for a day, but that still combines two of the things I really want to do. So I asked her, what piece of advice would you give your younger self? She said, just keep being flexible and persevering, and don't be afraid to jump in and go wherever the work takes you. So I really took this to heart, because for my future career, I needed that motivation to get through that. It's a stressful career. So for the roadmap for my future, I want to graduate from HPU with a BA in event management. And then step 2 would be to pursue a master's in communications and business. So this one really stood out to me when HPU offered this to us. I was really excited, because I would be able to have a step above maybe somebody that only has a bachelor's degree. So that would be a great opportunity for me in my future endeavors. And step 3 would be once I graduate from my master's program, I would try to get a job in the bottom of the chain, either in hotel, concerts, or sports. And so step 4 would be I'll work my way up to event manager of sports venue, concert venue, or even a hotel. So with my experience, I have a lot of customer service experience, working in a restaurant, that's a bed and breakfast I worked in. I was a team leader for Habitat for Humanity group for a spring break I did, and I was a co-coordinator of an Angelman syndrome walk, and I was also a team leader for the polar plunge, that's for the Special Olympics, and I created a team through my high school, and I was really excited about that. And all this experience has really helped me to get where I am today, and my classes that I'm taking right now have really helped a lot too. And I'm just really excited for what the future holds in my future jobs. And so that's my reference, and thank you for listening.